Hey y'all, the Lady Empath 1111, guys. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Queen of Kings Tarot, guys. We're behind every king is his queen. That is us, the Divine Feminine. Of course, our kings are the Divine Masculine, y'all. We're going to get into the energy, y'all. It's the top of the week, y'all. We're going to see what it is that your Divine Masculine, child, what's going on in the energy of the king? What is going on in the energy of your king? What is it that we need to know most at this time, all right? I think I'm going to start off with about an 8-card spread first and see what the overall energy is. All right. Oh, 5 of Wands. All right. Make sure my deck was in reverse. So I got to make sure they're coming out right. Okay, so we got some type of competition, child. What is this about? What is this about, Spirit? We got the 5 of Wands, Leo energy coming out. Page of Cups. I heard fighting for your love, or I will fight for this love. What is this about? Page of Cups, 5 of Cups. No matter what it costs, I will fight for this love no matter what it costs. I feel like this is a Divine Masculine who's been in some type of grieving energy with this 5 of Cups. In the recent past is what I'm picking up, like a heaviness. But this is someone who wants to fight for what it is that they believe in, what it is that they truly want with you. I got the Knight of Pentacles. So this is someone who's really trying to come up with a plan on how they want to move forward. This is someone who's definitely hurting. Yeah, we got Ace of Cups, the Wheel, and the 2 of Swords. A difficult decision. A difficult decision. Something is taking place this week. Yeah, Magician. So this is somebody who is definitely changing how they see love, changing and making a very difficult decision. I heard alchemizing the energy with this Magician card. This is about a king who is really beginning to transform some things in their lives. But it's been some type of difficult decision when it comes to this Wheel of Fortune, when it comes to ending some type of cycle in their life. This is a lot of internal conflict I'm picking up with this 5 of Wands as well. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. Let's get one more. Let's get one more, Spirit. Yeah, Temperance. And then the King of Wands. Overall is your king, child. King of Wands. This person could be a fire sign. All right, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So let's talk about it, y'all. Oh, child. There's some type of internal conflict. With the 5 of Wands, I'm not getting that this is an external conflict. I feel like this is a Divine Masculine who is really considering if they have enough to offer you. See, even though I have a King of Wands here, I'm also looking at a Page of Cups, a Knight of Pentacles, and a Knight of Cups. So I do feel like this is someone who is really learning how to alchemize the energy around them in order to bring their life into balance. Major Arcana, the Wheel of Fortune, Magician, Temperance. See, your person is now beginning to understand some things about how they can form their own reality. See, when you begin your awakening process, guys, remember, this is about your king, yeah, but it's still about the awakening, right? So when you got to the point in your own awakening journey where you begin to realize that all power is within you. What is this? The Magician. See, a part of the journey is starting with the Fool card, right? That's just you being fancy free, you know, you really accepting the fact that this is your current reality, is this journey, right? But once you come into the acceptance of this, then God gives you the option or the choice, right? 2 of Swords. What are you going to do with it, right? What are you going to do with it? And this is a king that is now being faced with the decision on what it is that they're going to do with their life. Wheel of Fortune and a Magician are both on the other sides of this 2 of Swords. Now, above the 2 of Swords is the 5 of Cups and below is the 2 of Wands. So this is someone who has to make multiple decisions, y'all. This starts with releasing some type of grief with the 5 of Cups and making a decision, 2 of Wands, about what is going to truly bring them happiness. On both sides of the 2 of Wands, y'all, is a 10 of Pentacles and the Temperance. I do feel like this is someone who wants some type of new beginning, where they are now more emotionally involved in this connection, is what I'm seeing with the Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups. But I feel like this is someone who is still questioning the magnitude of their offer, right? Is this enough for Divine Feminine? Is this enough for a queen, right? And I feel like that's where the 5 of Cups is coming in, because this has been a difficult decision, right, for this Divine Masculine, because a lot of times I feel like this is someone who has questioned if they have enough for you. Been away Thursday. Yeah, your channel song, 7 Days, Mary J. Blige. The next 7 days could be very significant, is what I'm hearing God say. 444, I just saw on the timer. The next 7 days, because this is an internal conflict. What's the 5 of Wands? What's the 5 of Wands, Spirit? These are new cards, y'all. What's the Five of Wands, Spirit? The Lovers. Come on. A difficult decision. Because right behind the Lovers is the Nine of Swords. I can't make it up. Y'all saw how the Lovers flipped out, but literally right behind it, and you couldn't even tell it was two cards, right? The shadow aspects of this is fear, y'all. It's still that Nine of Swords energy, but this is an internal conflict. I told you, this is a divine masculine who's up at night. A lot of restless energy, a lot of anxiety, even nightmares could be significant with this Nine of Swords energy. This is double Gemini energy, y'all. Nine of Swords and the Lovers are both Gemini energy, so someone could definitely have heavy aspects of Gemini in their natal chart, you or your divine counterpart. But this is an internal conflict that your divine masculine has to make some type of decision about what it is that they truly want to offer you, because they don't want to be sitting in this energy of Five of Cups in some type of regret. But this is definitely some type of difficult decision, right? Five of Wands, Nine of Swords, and the Lovers. Yeah, so this is someone who definitely has a lot of internal conflict. I got Leo energy and double Gemini here as well. What's the Page of Cups? I do feel like a lot of this is about what it is that they can offer. What's the Page of Cups? It's like making a decision about what it is that they truly want to offer you, but releasing any regret when it comes to that. What's the Page of Cups, Spirit? Yeah, the Fool. And the King of Swords. So this is someone who they're questioning. See, the King of Swords is someone who is very non-committal, but the King of Swords is also someone who is very logical minded, right? They may be a great communicator, but they don't know how to communicate softly, right? See, a part of the journey is the Fool's journey here is really opening up your heart. And when you're starting off in the King of Swords energy, right, with the Page of Cups, this is someone who is questioning if they have enough to offer you on an emotional level. I heard emotional support. 707, I just saw on the timer. So this is someone who's questioning if they can offer you the emotional support that you deserve, right? This is something that, you know, we all know, right? As divine feminine, as the queen, you want to be with someone who loves you, but you also want to be with someone who can support you emotionally. And I do feel like this is something that's kind of being in the energy here with this Fool and the King of Swords. It's like, yeah, I'm willing to take this leap of faith, right? I'm willing to jump on off here and go along this journey with you. However, this is someone who is questioning if they have the emotional intelligence to be able to support them on the journey as well as support you. What's the Five of Cups? What's the Five of Cups here, Spirit? Yeah, Two of Pentacles with the Seven of Wands. So this is someone who's definitely been juggling a lot of life. Like life been lifing for this person. Like I'm seeing sailboats, I'm seeing ocean waves, like things have really been a balancing act for this divine masculine. And I feel like they know that they've been juggling you as well. See, the Two of Pentacles is giving me a lot of feminine energy. And I feel like this is a divine masculine with this Five of Cups who is really grief-stricken, is what I just heard. Grief-stricken, right? Because they know that they have shut you out in many ways, especially with the Seven of Wands, more Leo energy. Two of Pentacles is Capricorn. I do feel like this is someone who now understands that in a lot of ways they juggled you and they shut you out, but now they are in deep regret. Yeah, this is someone who regrets treating you as an option or really just allowing life to overwhelm them. See, when you get in the Seven of Wands energy, that's when you have to stand your ground and really begin to protect yourself. And I feel like this is someone who not only have they been juggling you, they've been overwhelmed by life. And now they are beginning to see something. And this is why they're in that Five of Cups energy, because they are truly regretting the fact that they have been breadcrumbing you. Come on now, we got the Knight of Pentacles. This is someone who is upstanding. So this ain't your toxic ex, right? This is someone who is upstanding, but they are very slow because they wanted to make sure they had some type of plan or plan of action when it came to you and how they wanted to move forward. What's the Knight of Pentacles, Spirit? Come on, the Six of Swords. See, this is someone who is willing to do the work is what I just heard. See, the Six of Swords is about calmer waters, Aquarius energy, but it's also about someone who is willing to do the work. Like they are willing to take control of their life and transition their life, right? This is personal transformation, right? So they are willing to transform or allow the transformation to take place, but it's just taking some time. Yeah, Nine of Cups just fell out. I'm going to put that back in. But this is someone who knows that you are or they are leading on a path of wish fulfillment. And they're releasing, y'all, the hangman, right? The hangman. So this is someone who was willing to release. June 12th could be significant. 6-6 portal could be significant because I got the 6 of swords and the hangman, which is the number 12, right? 12 is 6 and 6, right? So 666. And we just came out of that 666 portal, right? Where things are beginning to harmonize in your life. But that also came with the ability to release some things. See, the hangman is someone who is no longer wanting to control the narrative, is what I heard. This is someone who is now no longer wanting to control where God is taking them, but allowing this personal transformation to take place in their life, which is allowing them to move away from something in order to truly go to where they are being led, and that's to release. This is someone who is being led to release, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, no matter what I do, all I seem to think about is you. That's your channel song. Who is that? Ashanti and Nelly? And we know that this oh no, that's Kelly Rowland. Dilemma. Wow. I just heard somebody could be caught in a dilemma. 11:11, I just looked up on the timer. And when I saw Kelly Rowland, I thought it was Ashanti. And you know Ashanti and Nelly are now married, had a baby and all of that stuff, right? But number one, the making of their story, y'all, that shit was what, like 10 years, 10, 15 years? I think it was 10 years in separation. This is the journey, y'all. Let's be clear. You know that they are twin flames. Who does that, right? Like, she went on with her life, but guess what? She never got married. She continued to do her work, whatever it is that she was called to do, while he was out there doing whatever he thought he could do. And then they came back together. Now, when I thought that was Kelly Rowland, I remember there being a rumor about Kelly Rowland and Nelly being together, but Ashanti was his person. So maybe that could be significant too, right? Maybe this is your person now beginning to understand that you are a part of their destiny. It just took them some time, especially with this Ace of Cups. Let's clarify the Ace of Cups. 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. What's the Ace of Cups for this King of Wands? Because I feel like the King of Wands represents the overall energy of your king at this time. See, we got the Hermit. See, this is someone who began to do some introspection about how much they love you. Your channel song is He Loves Me, Jill Scott. But I feel like this Ace of Cups is bringing some things into balance for your person about how you love them, but how they love you as well. See, this is an outpouring of emotions. So let me tell you something. When you the Page of Cups emotionally, like I see your person being the Page of Cups as at an emotional level, right? I got to show y'all. Y'all know I'm visual. Y'all know I'm visual, so when you are in this Page of Cups, right? See that little cup right there that this person is holding? But then we got the Ace of Cups here. See how big that cup is? It's like your person had way more emotions than they could truly hold. Let's talk about it, right? As the King of Swords, they didn't have the capacity to hold the emotions that they felt for you or coming from you. This is someone who didn't have the emotional capacity to hold what it is that they felt for you, because they are the King of Swords. A part of this person's journey is to accept the outpouring of love. It is. Like, your person, God is making them, literally making them allow you to love them on an emotional level, because this is someone who never held the capacity or had the capacity to hold a certain level or depth of emotion. But once this person began to do some introspection, right, they begin to really learn some things about themselves. They had to face some type of fire. There was something that was burning outside this person's door, is what God is showing me. What is this? What's this fire that I'm seeing here? What is this fire? Come on. Flew off the table. The 9 of Pentacles. That's you, child. Your person over here looking at you. You the flame burning at their front door. And they over here like, look, I have to do some introspection, because there is a cycle that has to be completed with this Wheel of Fortune in order for your person to truly see who you were. See, look how beautiful you are. You're independent. That's that 9 of Pentacles energy. But your person needed a flashlight to see that. This is someone who you could be in the spotlight, is what I just heard. Or there could be something where your person has recently seen you, or a light has been shined on you. It's something that significant that could have taken place in your life recently, where it shines some type of light on you for your person to truly be able to see who you are. But you're beautiful. Someone's favorite color could be pink, but you're in this 9 of Pentacles feminine energy, right? Pink always reminds me of femininity. You can have a pink aura, but there's something that has been seen or needed to be seen I heard the wheels of fate. What's this Wheel of Fortune? What's the Wheel of Fortune here, Spirit? Come on, Six of Pentacles. I feel like you've given a lot to this person, so much so that you could have even neglected yourself at times. And I feel like that's why the thing, I heard the chaser will now be the runner. No, the runner will now be the chaser. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Because it's almost like you could have been chasing after this person and given to them and you weren't giving to yourself. But with the Wheel of Fortune, I see that this is going to change. So it's like role reversal is what I'm hearing. There's going to be some type of role reversal in these next 7 days between you and your person. Yeah, that's what the significance of the 7 days is, because now we got the King of Cups to the Six of Cups. See, now this is someone who has a bigger cup. They have more to offer you emotionally. See, this is someone who was coming out first as the Page of Cups at the start of their journey. Why? We got the King of Swords, Page of Cups, and the Fool. So at the beginning of this person's journey, they did not have the capacity to hold the emotions that you were giving to them, or that the emotions that were coming up in them. They didn't have the capacity to hold that. Now, as the King of Cups, their cup is larger. Their cup is larger. But with the Six of Cups here, also 1616, I just saw on the timer, right? Your person is now beginning to look. Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups. I done told y'all. I don't know what it is that took place in this 6-6 portal, but with the new moon in Gemini, the full moon in Sagittarius coming up on Wednesday, right? Make sure you guys join me for Wind Down Wednesday. If you don't follow me on TikTok, we're going to do a live podcast from a cigar lounge on Wednesday night. So we're going to have real Wind Down Wednesday, right? We're going to do it live from a cigar lounge, right? But I say that to say Six of Pentacles, Six of Swords. The Hangman was 12, which is 6 and 6, right? Now we got the Six of Cups. 6 is the number of harmony. Guys, you have to know where we are energetically. And when I give you this information, it's not just, oh, it's a cute reading. Hoo-hoo. No, it's okay, God. I hear you. I see you. I claim this energy, harmony, right? I claim the energy of harmony in my divine union. Why? Because this is someone who's now stepped into their King of Cups energy. This is their heart beginning to open. So now we have the King of Cups, Six of Pentacles, right, with the Six of Cups. So this is someone who now is beginning to, number one, allow their emotions to come in. You need the cups for emotional stability. See, the only cup we had up here was the Five of Cups. That's that letting go of grief, right? The grief that they kept them in this defensive energy of having to always guard themselves, right? That had to be cleared out. But the Five of Cups could not be cleared out until your person began to balance their own energy. See, when someone is overwhelmed, they're going to stay in protective mode. When life get to life and they trying to figure out how they can spend time with you, how they can spend time with their kids, how they can work and maintain their financial stability, how can they truly organize their life, then guess who gets kind of lost in the transition? You, divine feminine, you. Because God knows that you have the foresight, knowledge, and wisdom to understand the journey. And it's only when you forget what this journey really is about that you get into anxiety. Anybody who knows the journey knows what to expect. Let's be clear. Do we like it? Hell no. But do we know it's a part of the journey? Absolutely. It's those people who want to circumvent the journey, which is the journey to self, the journey to your own healing, as well as the healing of your divine masculine, internal and external, right? So when you understand the journey, then you really just listen to these readings to kind of see or gauge where your person is in the journey. Because the journey don't change. Separation is separation, whether it's 3D, physical, or energetic, right? The coming together happens when you, divine feminine, stabilize your own internal masculine and feminine. The journey is the journey, y'all. It does not change. The issue becomes we listen to tarot, we listen to messages, and we don't adhere the advice, or you get messages from people who ain't giving you no advice. They just read energy. That's not helpful. Right? Reading the energy is not helpful if no one is telling you what to do with the energy, right? So now you have a king here who is beginning to open up emotionally because of the past life connection that you share. Let's be clear, Six of Cups is here, right? So because of this past life connection that you share, your person is beginning to, or God, with the Wheel of Fortune, child, it's God coming in to really begin to show your person and you the depth of this connection is what I'm hearing. What's the Two of Swords? What's the Two of Swords, Spirit? Queen of Wands. So this is decision about you. Queen of Wands. We got the King of Wands here. So the difficult decision that this divine masculine had a lot to do with you. Someone could have a black cat. What's the Queen of Wands? The Emperor and the Five of Pentacles. So your person, look, let me tell you something. When the Wheel of Fortune comes, that means God is saying, okay, it's time, right? It is time. See, the Wheel of Fortune is represented by the number 10. It's time. So when God says it's time, guess what? Look, sir, you either grow up and be the emperor that I'm calling you to be, or you get left out in the cold. Five of Pentacles. This is the difficult decision, though, because not everyone is ready to make that decision. See, there were some things that had to change in your person's life with the Magician. Let's be clear. There were some things that your person had to transmute in their own life in order for them to walk into emperor status or be left out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles. What's the Magician? What needs to be transmuted in this King's life? What is this Magician? What is the Magician? Ordinary people. Number one, God had to show your person that y'all not ordinary people. Let's be clear with the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck and the Page of Pentacles that came off. See, there is nothing ordinary about this, right? Ordinary people, John Legend. See, this isn't like the honeymoon infatuation stage, 21-21. See, when you get into a divine union, it's bigger than that. It's really about what you're creating for yourself, right? What seed are you planting? And then you're going to cultivate it by what? Learning, education, teaching, mentorship, commitment, right? The Hierophant is a teacher, a leader. What are you really committed to in your life? And are you committed to seeing the work through no matter what it begins, right? Don't despise small beginnings. The Page of Pentacles may only have one pentacle, but when it gets with the Magician, right? When the Magician gets to the Page of Pentacles with a Hierophant, then you can create whatever it is that you desire. And that's what your person had to see. This is about your person understanding that no matter if they have one pentacle or 10, unless you get God in the midst, child, none of it matters. So this is someone who now is beginning to understand that for themselves, the Magician and the Hierophant. I am committed to being or transmuting my life into what it needs to be. And that's what your person is now beginning to understand and learn from themselves, right? They are beginning to seek God's face for themselves, is what I'm hearing. And that is the first step to transmuting energy, y'all. That's the first step to transitioning. When your faith begin to increase in God, what happened, girl? You changed everything in your life. So when your divine masculine, when the King begins to accept the challenge of the Hierophant, of learning, of really understanding and submitting to the will of God in their life, then guess what happens? That pentacle, that one pentacle ends up being 10. Right? Because we got the 10 of Pentacles here, right? So that one pentacle ends up being 10 when you put it in the hands of the Magician. But that comes with making a decision, y'all. We all are faced with a decision. I don't know why y'all think that God is going to come in and make people do stuff. We all have to make the decision for ourselves. What's the Knight of Cups, Spirit? What's the Knight of Cups? See, with ordinary people, sometimes you don't know which way to go. And see, your person felt ordinary when it came to you. This is what I'm hearing. See, there is something extraordinary about a true divine feminine, someone who can walk in their goddess energy. Oh, that shit is extraordinary. Let's be clear. It is extraordinary. So when you are a divine masculine and you're not in your power, you see yourself as ordinary, while your queen is extraordinary. Extraordinary, right? Extraordinary. So now you feel what? Less than. See, your person felt trapped by their world. Let's be clear. The world with the 8 of Swords. Your person felt trapped by some type of cycle that they needed to complete in their life. Let's talk about it. And this is before we could get to this Page of Cups. See, the Page of Cups wants to come in with some type of an emotional offer, but before you can get to that, you have to close cycles of entrapment. Let's talk about it. Ordinary people. Yeah, we don't know which way to go. What's the world with the 8 of Swords and the Page of Cups, Spirit? We're just ordinary people. Yeah. See, this is someone who had to seek God's face, y'all. Ordinary people don't understand extraordinary things when you got the Empress coming out. Don't play. Don't play, right? The Emperor and the Empress, the King and Queen of Wands, right? See, when you in this Empress energy, there is something, what did I say, extraordinary about you. Coming over the Ten of Pentacles. See, whatever you touch turns to gold, child. You got the Midas touch. But the issue becomes, child, when you got the Midas touch and your person they don't feel worthy is what I'm hearing. Like they ain't Midas, right? This is somebody who they feel like you got the Midas touch, but they don't feel that for themselves or within themselves. Where is this deck I'm looking for? Let's clarify. What's the Empress with the Ten of Pentacles? This time, take it slow. You know, for somebody, you could be hitting the reset with your person, or this is definitely a new beginning. I just got hot. Like, ooh, hot. Like I want a fan hot, and I don't know why. Because my AC is on 71 and I don't have no window open. I just got hot as hell. So this is confirmation. For somebody, you're setting the reset button or you're beginning again in your relationship. This time, take it slow. Let me tell you why. Because the energy between twin flames or your soulmate, whatever the hell you want to use, right? Whatever terminology you want. The energy between two divine counterparts is intense. Let's be clear. So it happens fast, y'all. Hell, you might meet your person, sleep with them, be together 90 days, then they gone, right? Because everything is intense because the emotions are intense.
It's not just you, I'm burning up in there.
Oh, okay. Look, even my baby came out and talking about it's hot, right? So we got to understand that there is something that's taking place. Y'all, Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is the very first card that came out. So there was definitely some type of deep conflict within your person. Deep conflict that needed to come to an end. Yeah, your channel song, This Woman's Work by Maxwell. It could be something to do with what you do for a living, Divine Feminine. Let's talk about it. This woman works. What is this? What's the Five of Wands with This Woman Works as the channel song? Child, the Magician in the reverse. I knew this shit was coming out. I'm going to leave it in reverse too. Because this is about what you do. But I got competition energy. There could be someone competing against you. I'm getting magic with the Magician in the reverse and the Five of Wands. I heard, what do you call it? Like a gag order. You know how when you have a gag order, you can't discuss certain things, but I'm seeing this as a spell. Like someone tried, yeah, come on with the Five of Pentacles. Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles, the Magician in the reverse. I feel like someone tried to do some type of magic to keep your person silent and in isolation. I'm also hearing, wow, this is deep. Let's talk about it, y'all. So y'all know how Divine Masculine, it's about their stability and their finances, right? See, this Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands with the Magician in reverse, if your person has been experiencing a lot of financial struggles, this is spell work. See, this is someone who is going against your person financially, because as long as they can be stuck financially, then they're never going to truly manifest you in a consistent or intentional way. Why? Because the Divine Masculine who does not have financial stability is never going to present himself to a queen because of the insecurities. This is spell work that has kept your person silent, in conflict in their ego, but it's been based on their finances. Come on, Queen of Pentacles. Because see, let me tell you something. If you are the Queen of Pentacles, that means that you are financially stable, right? That means that you walk in, you're a businesswoman, you're generous, you're caring, you're nurturing, you're comforting, you're practical, and you have good business sense, right? So which means the foundation of what you and this person builds together is going to be based on financial stability. So if you showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, only thing that people or the devil, the enemy, evil eye, I don't care who the hell you want to call it, the only thing that other energies can do is come against their finances, because that will keep them feeling insecure when it comes to the relationship between the two of you. Yeah, Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. See, you beginning to recognize the enemy is why I do these readings. I don't care why other people read. I read because I want the collective to understand what is taking place within the life of your person, so that then you know what you need to do. It's not about Oh, when we gonna be together? When we gonna be together? It's about the fact that somebody got spell work going on that is impacting your person's financial stability. And as long as that is the case, then you're never gonna come into union. And that's what you need to pray for. It's not about when they're gonna talk, when they're gonna communicate. It's about you sitting in the background saying, "Oh, I see you." Why? Because your person already told you that they're struggling financially. Your person already told you that they don't understand why they lost this big contract or why they're not getting the money. Now you understand as the divine feminine who has the connection to God how you need to pray, child. Because there is somebody here who is competing through black magic and is trying to come against your person's pentacles, their financial stability. And a king who don't have financial stability is never going to come to the queen of pentacles. Let's be clear. And I don't fucking make it up. The devil. What did I just say? The devil. So this is definitely magic when it's concerning your person's finances. And it's because somebody wanted to keep them codependent. So as long as you don't have financial stability and you got to call upon Tom, Dick, and Harry to help you, then guess what? You will still be stuck. That's the stronghold that most people do not recognize, or they fail to recognize. The stronghold, y'all, is codependency. Let's be clear. The stronghold is the fact that the baby mama want to have the kids calling every 10 minutes to say they need this, they need that, they need this, they need that, keeping your divine masculine broke, right, or insecure about their financial stability. And as long as that is the case, it keeps them separated from you. What's the devil with the Queen of Pentacles spirit? Your person could have also had it, come on, with the Emperor in reverse. Okay, I'm going to take it in reverse because let me tell you what God just said. See, when your person is overcoming the challenges of codependency, and that's what this devil energy is, they will never truly see themselves as the divine masculine. When you showing up as the Queen of Pentacles with the devil in the middle to the Emperor in reverse, this is someone who will never see themselves the way you or God sees them, because they are emperor. Mind you, we have the emperor and the empress right here that came out. But what you got to understand is why your person is in this protective energy, right? This is coming over the Seven of Wands with the Two of Pentacles. So your person has been overwhelmed in juggling you because of this codependency of external people around them who are trying to keep them impoverished. What is that? A lack mindset. See, the Emperor in reverse don't truly know who they are, y'all. And if your person doesn't truly know who they are, then they can never truly stand up and be the divine masculine. As long as people around them can keep them thinking that they are subpar or less than who God has called them to be, then you will never come into alignment. What's the Two of Wands here, Spirit? What's this Two of Wands? Page of Wands in reverse. What's the Two of Wands with the Page of Wands in reverse? See, your person and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Come on, karmic. Come on, karmic. This could be two karmic individuals with the Page of Wands and the Queen of Swords in reverse, or this could just be your person feeling less than the Emperor that they are, right? With the Emperor in reverse, when they come around certain people. I got a Queen of Swords in reverse, karmic feminine energy here. So whether this is a mother figure, baby mama, whatever toxic feminine energy this is, as the Queen of Swords in reverse, it is someone who is very nasty with their words. Like, this is someone who, they cut your person to the core, so much so that your person doesn't know who they are when they are around this person, is what I'm hearing. The Emperor in reverse, Page of Wands in reverse. This is someone who reverts back to childhood. So this could definitely be a mother or mother figure, because with the Page of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Swords, we know that this is someone who needs to make a decision about who they truly are. Because when they get around this Queen of Swords in reverse energy, they revert back to an abused child, an abandoned child, right? An insecure child. 33, I just saw on the timer, right? This is someone who begins to revert back to their childhood trauma, and they had to make some type of decision, right, about what it is that they want and how they are going to allow God to show up in their life. The Two of Wands is a decision about, are you going to heal or what? The Star, right? The Two of Wands is showing this person, are you going to heal and do what it is that you need to do? Or are you going to allow this external energy to continue to control you, manipulate you, and belittle you? See, this is someone who has a lot of new positivity in their life, a lot of inspiration, and a lot of faith, but they have not truly seen themselves the way that God has seen them. And this is why Temperance is the last card here, because this is what is taking place in your person's life now. Come on, Four of Pentacles. See, your person needed to set boundaries and limits when it comes to this Queen of Swords and the reverse energy, right? This is someone who had to learn how to set boundaries, how to close the door. What's the Four of Pentacles? I heard this is the divine masculine who's closing the door on anything that brings them any type of imbalance at this time. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. Because your person is committed to putting in the work and the effort to bring balance and positivity into their life. Yeah, come on, with the World. Another cycle coming to an end is what I heard. The World is here twice. Another cycle coming to end. This is the closing of a cycle. This is the closing of the cycle. April 21st could be significant. August 21st could be significant. But your person has to understand some things, right? You have to understand who you are and whose you are. See, I told you, your person came out as the King of Wands. We had the Queen of Wands, and now we have the Queen of Wands again. But see, the thing about the Queen of Wands is you're someone who is very passionate and determined, very self-assured. And not everybody can stand in that type of energy, especially if you're still dealing with insecurities. So if you were dealing with a divine masculine who was still healing insecurities, your light will trigger them. There's something about your energy that will show them things about themselves that is not always easy to face. But I feel also this is someone who began to see that there are certain doors in their life that were never going to be able to open unless they completed some type of cycle. Come on, a betrayal, Ten of Swords, and the Three of Cups, right? You have to close cycles before you can get to happiness, before you can get to celebrations, before you can get to reunions. You have to close out old cycles. And this is someone who had to close out some type of old cycle when it came to their life. This is the Ten of Swords energy. What's the Ten of Swords here? All right, Six of Wands in reverse to the Five of Cups. So this is someone who didn't even recognize the loss, the grief, and the disappointment. See, they were blinded by a lot that had been taking place in their life. This is that same Five of Swords energy that we saw up here. Five of Cups energy that we saw at the beginning. So this is someone who had to recognize, though, that their own loss, grief, and disappointment, that they weren't really, they didn't see how situations or relationships from their past was impacting them in the present moment. Let's talk about it, because that's a part of the healing journey. See, as most divine masculine, they just figure like, okay, it happened, it's over with. There are no residual effects, right? It's like, well, it happened, now it's over it. I was married, now I'm divorced. I had a baby mama, now we're not together. Like it's done and over. But that's not how it works. It may be done and over in the physical, but it's not done and over in the spiritual. Why? Because you connect with people and you form these spiritual bonds with them, good, bad, or indifference, and they don't understand that those bonds that you form with people, it absolutely does impact you. And this is something that most people do not recognize. See, this is a divine masculine who could not recognize their own loss and grief and disappointment. They were blinded to love, right? Blinded to the real effects of love until they met you. See, you confirmation, right? You have damn near forced this person into seeing themselves. Yeah, so many tears. Tupac is on. Somebody could be a Tupac fan. So many tears, shed so many tears. This is from the Me Against the World soundtrack. And y'all know it is true. Y'all, a real king, it is them against the world, y'all. There's a lot of heavy burdens in this world. And we seem to feel like as divine feminine, it's just easy to be a man. Hell no. It's not easy for them at all. So this is someone who is now beginning to realize that they shed a whole lot of tears. It's been a whole lot of anxiety that's been taking place. And now they just want to understand what that looks like for themselves. They were wearing a mask, Seven of Swords. Hiding and avoiding, right? What's the Seven of Swords energy? Empress, come on. Wow. I just heard, how could you deceive an empress? How could you deceive an empress? Seven of Swords to the Empress. This is someone who was really hiding and avoiding because they felt like you could see them. See, you could see them. Temperance is here again. This is someone who knew that you brought them peace, tranquility, balance, right? Harmony in their life, but they were hiding and avoiding because they didn't understand. They were blinded to love. Like, this is someone who didn't understand that you're supposed to be happy in love. You're supposed to be harmonious. It's supposed to be peaceful. Child, they thought something was wrong. Like, their life was in so much peace that they thought something was wrong. Like I hear somebody saying, well, what's wrong? It's nothing wrong, right? This is how it's supposed to be. But I feel like this is someone who they were scared by the amount of peace that you brought into their life, so much so that they felt like something was wrong. I heard somebody was waiting on the other shoe to drop, but there was no other shoe, right? There was nothing that was going to drop. What else do we need to know, Spirit? What else, Spirit? All right, so I feel like there's a coming together. There's a coming together. Yeah, hope. Somebody, your person could invite you. High honors. I love it. Your person could be inviting you to a family reunion or a get together or to dinner or to go eat. Your person has a new view and awareness when it comes to love. They even have a new philosophy. The number 36 could be significant, or 25. But this is a man of high honors now. And I say now because I feel like this is a part of the transition or transformation that is taking place. And that's why this reunion energy is here as well. Somebody, you could be attending a family reunion. It's summertime, so family reunions are definitely significant. But this is a divine masculine of high honors. A lot of success, a lot of reward is going to take place. But this is someone who had to see some things that have been stolen. What's this theft? What's theft? You won't find me at no store. I have no time for manicures. Okay, this is what I'm hearing. Nothing Even Matters is your channel song by Lauryn Hill. See, this is how your person saw you. They had to change their perspective though. See the rich lady? Now the rich lady is beautiful. There's nothing wrong with the rich lady, but I got theft, rich lady, and change. See, your person may have viewed you like every other person of wealth, of status. I feel like your person viewed you as someone who was out of their league. Maybe this is someone who thought you were coming to take something from them, or maybe somebody told your person you was coming to take something from them with this theft card. But I definitely feel like you could be seeing 1224 or 1224, December 24th could be significant. But there's a lot of change that's taking place around this divine masculine. What's rich lady, change, and theft? Someone could be sick or just have some type of illness or on some type of medication. I heard working myself to death. I got working illness. Somebody, your person is realizing too that they working themselves into death, like to sickness, like literally just overworking to a point where it's now making them tired. Somebody, you got to slow down too. If you're trying to have a baby, because I got an infertility that just came out. A blockage is hindering your ability to conceive and reach your full creative potential, either physically or spiritually. Somebody, you could feel like you're going through some type of block right now, whether that's a spiritual block or a physical block with this infertility. Somebody, it could just be the growth of whatever it is that you're doing in your life, right? This could be a spiritual block. But whatever this is, Spirit is saying, you could be suffering some type of blocks when it comes to your work, but something is going to change for you. I feel like that's a side message for somebody. If you feel like you've been experiencing some type of block, see, okra represents wealth. So if you feel like you've been experiencing some type of blocks when it comes to your work or illness, know that there is great fortune that's coming to you. It's not a blockage here, but you needed to have hope and faith that things are going to change as well. Why? Because when things begin to take off, it's generational wealth, right? Meaning that you heal, so does your person. It's not just about you, it's generational. Come on, why? Because we got the rich man with the rich lady. Don't play, I told y'all. Rich man with rich lady. The emperor and the empress are here twice. The king and the queen of wands, right? This is a divine union, right? But you have to understand some things for yourself. Anything else, Spirit? Nothing even matters. So this is someone who is deep in thought about something that you have taught them. Let's talk about it. I got thoughts and teach. I feel like there is something that you have taught this person or something that you have said. The number 16, you are a guide to your divine masculine. This is someone who they really think about you a lot. They literally are obsessed with thinking about you. They rehearse over and over and over in their head what they want to say to you. But you've taught this person a lot. You've acted as a guide. Even as children, this is the past life connection that you and this divine masculine have together. You have been a guide for them, and they have been a guide for you. And even now, as you are in this physical 3D reality, you are still teaching this divine masculine some things. What are the lessons here that this divine masculine is learning? What are the lessons? What are the lessons that this divine masculine is being taught at this time by the divine feminine? Wow, what true love really looks like. False flame. False flame. I heard what true love really looks like. See, this is someone who was not fulfilled by their life because of this false flame or false reality. I change illusions to increase my self-worth, but I need to focus on what is real. See, your person was focusing on a false reality, and it's something that you said to this person that taught them that a true twin flame will do such and such, whereas a false twin flame, or maybe this is your person beginning to study things on their own, and now they're seeing the difference between a false flame and a true flame. There's been a lot of tension also that's been going on in your person's life. If you and your person haven't been intimate lately, it's nothing wrong. I heard there's nothing wrong physically between the two of you guys. This is someone who was very overwhelmed by the tensions of life. And you got to understand, a true divine masculine child ain't going to be able to think about having no damn sex when their whole life is in turmoil. Y'all, we used to toxic people. Toxic people who don't care can get it up any damn time because they don't care. But a true divine masculine who is burdened by life will have blockages to intimacy when it comes to you when they are overwhelmed by life, y'all. And this is someone who is overwhelmed. And they felt real powerless in decision makings when it came to this relationship. There was a lot of conflict. Yeah, but you're their person with twin flames right here. Look, false flame, twin flame. I told you. There's a lot that's changing. 23 could be significant. See, this is someone, they can't help but want you physically, emotionally, and spiritually. But a lot of times there are barriers to the intimacy because of the false reality or the false flame energy. It's time for celebration, y'all. It's time to celebrate. Y'all might as well go out dancing, child. Because this is a union that has been written. See, someone's been wearing a social mask. Let's talk about it. See, these social masks are traps that come to keep you stuck in a false reality. See, wearing a mask to hide true emotions and avoid vulnerability is a trap, y'all. It's a trap to keep you stuck. 46, I just saw on the timer. See, this is someone who was only offering surface smiles to hide deeper pain. To hide deeper pain, y'all. And it ain't nothing to do with you. We always want to get in our feelings and why he do this, and it ain't about you, child. This journey is so deep to it ain't about you. It's about the fact that they're seeing friends who betrayed them. The fact that they got drama going on in the background. Hell, the fact that they probably trying to protect you against the drama that's going on in their life. And then you over here trying to find there's something going on when it's not. See, this is manipulation. I told you there are people around this divine masculine in their social circle who manipulate them and try to get them to betray you or betray the connection, whatever that looks like for you. But there is social. This is the social circle, the social mask and infidelity, right? The social mask say, I gotta wear this mask that I'm single because all of my friends gonna look at me crazy if I'm hanging out and spending too much time with my lady, right? These are the masks that we all wear. But this is a social mask that your person is now beginning to understand is gonna get their asses caught up. Right? Because it says manipulative social circles encourage betrayal. Social circles encourage infidelity and make it seem acceptable. Surrounded by temptation and struggles to stay loyal. See, your person's social circle has literally, they've been struggling. And I feel like that's where that Two of Swords energy came from as well at the beginning of the reading, because this is someone who is still hanging around toxic people, y'all. And we all do until we begin to see them. I feel like this summer is going to be very significant to your person seeing their social circle. And that's when things are really going to begin to change, because a lot of times you don't understand the people around you really don't have your best interest in mind, right? We all had to go to the point where we was able to see that. This is someone who doesn't quite see yet, y'all, that their social circle is keeping them stuck in some type of behavior that is counterproductive to a damn king. It is. It's just counterproductive to a king. But this is also someone who has dealt with a false flame, and now here they go with you as a true twin flame, and they just really trying to figure it all out, y'all. But this person's social circle, it's heavy influential in their day-to-day decision makings, which is not a good thing. Let's be clear, it's not a good thing. If they are with a social circle who is encouraging infidelity, encouraging drinking, and encouraging toxic behavior, then that's something that they have to heal from. This is someone who is in overload, y'all. I got overload. Process involves too many steps. Slow down. This is someone who is completely in overload at this time. But they got to make some type of decision for themselves. Somebody could be on a phone, on a computer, people calling. It's just overload in their whole life. But there's a fatal blow that's coming, child. I got fatal blow. There's something that's about to take place. Yeah, there's something that's taking place. What is this fatal blow, child? What is this energy, spirit? What's fatal blow for the divine masculine? What's fatal blow? All right. Consumerism. I became inspired by your presence, your energy, and your beauty. Without you, I am missing my tools to create a life beyond materialism. Wow, let's talk about it. So this is a divine masculine who's now beginning to understand that they were trying to create their whole life around materialism. And see, there's some type of fatal blow that's coming. It could have been something recent, like maybe your person just experienced a financial hardship or a hard hit to their money, and it made them realize that money isn't the most important thing. The number 30 could be significant. Someone could be 30 years old, 28, or the ages of 28 and 30 could have been significant in someone's life. But this is someone who is now beginning to understand, child, that all of that greed is never going to work. This is someone who was only into their self-interest, right? If it benefited them, then it was cool. This is someone who wasn't a team player, y'all. But now that this person is understanding things at a deeper level, they are wanting to understand, right? That they have to create a life beyond materialism. My heart belongs to you, Jodeci. And I feel like that's what God had to show this person as well, that their heart belongs to you, child. And whoever this is, they had to come to an understanding, child. Yeah, celebration is here, though. There's a lot of harmony. Christmas could be significant. This coming Christmas could be very significant to this union. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, whatever you want, whatever you need, my heart belongs to you. See, this is someone who's had a revelation, child, that their heart belongs to you. You bring this person a lot of harmony, a lot of peace, and a lot of togetherness. You're a gift to this person, but this person had to be able to see you as that gift. And I feel like, it took you guys some time to get there, but I definitely feel like they are there. This is someone who could have asked why a lot, is what I just heard too. Like they could have asked why a lot. See, this is someone who underestimated the third party as well, as what I'm seeing. See, this third party, because I think that Queen of Swords is up under here somewhere. Yeah. See, it's something that you had to teach this person about the third party, external influences as well. It says, I was foolish to underestimate the impact of infidelity. I should have valued our connection more than desires. Please forgive me for not recognizing its importance. So whether your person has been physically infidelity, if there's have been actual infidelity, or just some type of betrayal, because this is someone who did not recognize who you were in their life. This is someone who asks why a lot. Like I just feel like they didn't feel like they were worthy of who you are. So they ask why a lot. There's something that's changing though. This is represented by the number 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 5 is about change. Yeah, there's something, child, your person is about to explode. See, your person has been exploited by the people around them. People who have power have literally exploited your person. There's a stronghold energy, y'all, and this keeps coming up as well. See, our divine masculine, y'all, we got to pray for the kings, because it is a stronghold over our masculine energy. It is. It's a stronghold. People want to exploit good men. Let's be clear, because there is a shortage of kings, and people want to exploit that. So much so, though, that divine masculine will stay single because they feel like, oh, well, I can do it all on my own. I'm a good man. I'm working. I take care of myself. I can provide for myself, right? So why do I need someone? And that's what keeps them in that non-committal energy of bed hopping. And that's not what God has designed for us, right? As a new earth reality, we're designed to come into union. Don't get tricked by these stupid ass people that be talking, well, I don't want my twin. That's not your twin. Let's be clear. Because there is no way that you can meet the other part of your soul, someone who loves as deeply as you love, values life the way you value, and you don't want to be in a relationship with them. No, you meet broken ass people that you want to give labels to, or you just not giving your person the necessary time to heal. So for you, it's like, well, I just don't want to be with them because you don't want to be patient. There are others who have power over your person that have been exploiting them. Let's be clear. There is an exploitive energy here, right? And it was exploiting the happy ending that you truly wanted for you and your person. See, happy endings do come true, but when you have this exploitation taking place around you, then sometimes you don't even know that your happy ending is in sight. See, this is someone who was very skeptical when it came to love and happy endings because everyone around them exploited them. When you deal with exploitation, you don't believe in true love. You don't believe in true happiness. And this is someone who has dealt with a lot of exploitation, and they felt skeptical when it came to this love. They felt like it wasn't reality, right? That it's no way that they could be this happy. Is there no way that one person can bring them this much joy and this much peace and this much love? It's just no way, right? So this is someone who was very skeptical of how they were feeling because they've been exploited by others in their life. Someone, you're going to experience sudden wealth. This is alignment. This is the number 11 card of this deck. Sudden wealth is coming. But it's when you get out of the lack mentality that you can accept what it is that God is bringing to your life. All right, I want to get you some advice. Now what am I supposed to do when I want you in my world? How can I want you for myself when I'm already someone's girl? Next lifetime is your channel song. And I just heard this is the lifetime. You and this divine masculine have spent many lifetimes together. And the last lifetime, you said, you know what, we're going to get this shit right in the next lifetime. Well, guess what? This is that lifetime. This is that lifetime. What's the advice for the collective? If this is your story, guys, make sure you give the video a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell, guys. The only way to book with me is on my website, thelady1111.com. All right, what is the advice? All right. It's time for you to connect with your person on a deeper level. It's time for you to have a truly heartfelt conversation. A heartfelt conversation, y'all. And it's not because you want or expect a certain outcome or even response. Just be honest with what you want, right? Just be honest with where you are. Even if this is a conversation with yourself, right? If you and your person are in separation, then it's time for you to have an honest conversation with yourself because something needs to become deeper. Like you and this person need to connect on a deeper level, right? This is a radiant love. See, you create the positivity and the warmth together. So even when your person and you are in separation, you keep the warmth in your heart. You don't become bitter. You become better, right? You don't become disgruntled with the journey. You embrace the journey. Any negative energy that you send towards your journey is only going to repel your person and stay in separation longer. You have to be the radiant love that you want, right? You are that radiant love, and you don't let your fire go out based on how somebody else is acting, y'all. Your fire is your fire. Why? Because you are called to love wings. Oh, I love that. It looks like milk.
It's cake batter and water.
You open the cake batter, child? Okay, that's fine.
Pancake.
Oh, okay, pancake batter, okay. Got my baby playing with her little baby doll. She's so excited. She got her new baby doll, child. But this I heard on the wings of love. On the wings of love, only the two of us together flying high. Somebody's on the wings of love, right? You got to put aside your differences and soar to the next level. And that's just for you, divine feminine. That's about your devotion, your ascension. Know that this is a divine journey, but you don't stop flying, child. Woo, girl, it's so many seagulls passing by. I can't even count them all, y'all. It got to be about 20 something more. I couldn't even count them all. That is the abundance that's flowing into your life, divine feminine. But you have to allow that abundance to come in. It's on the wings of love, y'all. I'm about to get out y'all way. Let's get one more card and I'm out of here, y'all. It's on the wings of love that you're going to begin to understand some things. Yeah, enchanted whisper. See, God comes in a small, still voice. And when God promised you in this lifetime, true love, right? True love and devotion in this lifetime, it's in the now moment that you receive this. This is completion. This is a closing of a cycle for you, divine feminine. This is a closing of a cycle. Everything is coming together in the way that you desire it and deserve it at this time. You have to listen to that small, quiet, still voice of God. Listen to your heart and then take that chance on love. Allow your mind to wander, y'all. Allow your mind to dream, right? Don't sit over there and be like, I'm just not thinking about my person because I feel stupid daydreaming about somebody. No, you're not daydreaming about somebody. You're daydreaming about the life that you are creating and you are manifesting from yourself. You are a visionary. When you visualize, when you allow yourself to dream, when you allow yourself to hope, when you allow yourself to be inspired by what it is that you desire the most, then that is how you have. That is how you manifest. That is how you create. I designed the life that I have right now because I envisioned it for myself and I did not let go of the vision. Don't let go of the vision that God has shown you, divine feminine, right? Don't let go of the vision. You create the life that you desire when you envision it first and then allow the reality to take place. Love and light as always. The Lady Empath, 1111.